Do you want to easily add an announcement bar banner to the top of your WordPress header without knowing any code? Well, that's what I'm walking you through in today's video. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mariah from MariahMagazine.com, where I help you figure out the DIY solutions for website tech and for SEO. So today I am going to walk you through an easy breezy tutorial to help you add a simple announcement bar banner to the top of your WordPress website. All right, so I am just going to share my screen now so that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing and you can follow along with me. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that you're logged into your WordPress website. All right, so then we're going to add a plugin to do this. So go ahead and click on plugins on the left, click add new, and then we're going to search the plugin Simple Banner. Go ahead and click install now and then activate it. Now, usually when you activate a plugin, it shows up automatically on the left-hand side. This isn't the case with this plugin at the time of this recording, and I'm not quite sure why. So just go ahead and refresh your WordPress dashboard and then scroll down and you'll see Simple Banner here on the left side. So go ahead and click on that. Okay, so we have some options here. All right, the first thing is the simple banner position. I choose static. Basically what that means is that the banner will stay at the top of your WordPress header. That's my favorite way to do it. Some people prefer sticky, to where if the user is scrolling, the banner still stays at the top. I'm not really a fan of that, especially on mobile, because I find that it usually takes up a pretty decent amount of space, and on my phone I don't have that much space to begin with. So I suggest creating the banner using static first, and then once it's created you can play around with these and see which one you prefer, but make sure that you're checking it on your mobile device too. Okay, so you'll notice that it says links in the banner text must be typed in HTML, but they give you the HTML right here. So go ahead and highlight this and copy it. And we're going to scroll down and paste it right there. So basically this text right here is the text that they are going to see on the banner, your website visitors. So let's go ahead and put something. Click here to take you somewhere, wherever we want to go. So just for this tutorial, I'm just going to use my blog post. Okay, so basically what we want to put here, this is called an A tag. So this is for links. So in this href, you'll see an equal and then a quote. In between the two quotes is where you paste the page URL that you want users to go to when they click on the text in your announcement bar banner. So when somebody clicks on click here to take you somewhere on this website, they're going to be taken over to this blog page. Okay, so you can also play around with the banner background color, the banner text color, and the link color. You don't have to have everything in your banner be clickable. Save changes. And it gives you like the visual of how it looks here. I like to see it on my own site. So let's go ahead and open up my site in a new tab. Okay, so you can see that when you hover over any of the text, you'll see that little clickable hand guy. Okay, so that is what I want to happen, so that any text that the user clicks on opens the new page that I want them to go to. But if you wanted text that's not clickable, go ahead and add that before the A tag. Click Save Changes. refresh it. So you'll see that these words right here, they're not clickable. I can go ahead and click on them with my mouse, and they're not taking me anywhere. The other text next to it that was within those A tags, that's clickable, okay? So if it's looking like this isn't very obvious to a user that all of this is not clickable. So if you're going to have clickable and non-clickable text, make sure that you just add something or change the color of it, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. So let's say that we created this simple banner just to announce that we had a sale going on our website, but the sale isn't happening anymore. We can just click yes and save changes. And now the simple banner announcement bar isn't there anymore on the front end, but you also don't lose any of the settings that you have on this back end. Okay, so instead of disabling the plugin, you can just click yes. Okay, so that's about it. If you guys want to get crazy with this, you can add CSS. I'm not going to go into that because I personally just used this plugin last week, and all of the settings here were totally fine for me. But if you want to get crazy, that's where you go ahead and add custom CSS. But make sure to always double check how this banner looks on your mobile device, because that matters. All right, that's it for today's tutorial. If you guys found this tutorial helpful, make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and take a second to comment below and let me know how the tutorial went for you. If you're not a subscriber just yet, make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on all of the DIY tutorials I have coming your way. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.